Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me. My name is Milo, and welcome back to Transport Fever 2. The first thing I want to talk about today is the signals. I had to change them again because I put them in wrong. We want them on the exit side, not on the entrance side. So thank you again for clarifying that. And there's a lots of other things that I had to change. When we added the new passenger train and the new cargo train in the previous episode, it caused us to go into a massive downward spiral of debt, and we almost went bankrupt in about probably about 10 to 15 minutes of running the simulation. So I reloaded the simulation and then I changed a whole bunch of stuff, which we'll take a look at now. In our road vehicles, I greatly reduced the amount of vehicles that we had on any lines that were delivering into the cities and all of our bus lines. So as you can see, we have a lot more profitable lines in our road vehicle category, and even our worst one is only losing us 44,000. So these lines are still, we can probably actually go down one more here, but these lines, even though they're losing money, they are necessary to our network and moving those people and products around. So we kind of got to keep them in. Let's go ahead and sell off that one. But that's kind of what I've been doing for a couple hours. I just sat here taking vehicles off, a few at a time until I got to a point where we were profitable. Other than that, I trained all of the train lines. I sold off all of the trains. I deleted all of the lines, and then I reset them all up. So we'll take a look at those lines in a moment. And as you can see, these are kind of going up and down as far as profitability, but they are profiting in the long run. So this CLB line is in second place right now, but that's actually our best line. Sometimes that's up to 17 million in profit. Well, what's going on there is these lines are all very long. So some years they're just not dropping off, and other years they're dropping off massive payloads. So as you can see, this year we profited 6 million. This one was 25. This one was 3. This one's going to be higher. So we're kind of alternating how much when we're hitting these big profits, but we're profiting almost every year. So looking at this here, I mean, it gives you a good idea, but it doesn't really show you that that line that is red right now is actually a profitable line. So anyway, if we take a look at this line, what it's doing, this line was here before. I just switched the amount of cars that are on the train, really. But it's running from Kulaba down to Maracunda, over to Normanville, and back to Maracunda, and then back up to Kulaba. And we are transporting, I think, everything across that line except for fuel. There's no fuel moving there. The second line was in here before as well. And that is the NRM MRB line. So that's, again, running right up here. Change the amount of trains. We have 3 trains running on there. And the amount of cars. And that one is sending planks, logs, food, fuel, and tolls up and down that line. And then our third line, which I also have, I believe, yes, 3 trains on, is running from MRB. And it is stopping in every city all the way down to Bathurst, and then stopping in every city all the way back up to Murba. So this, it stops at these cities, drops off a little bit, doesn't make any money, and then when it reaches the end, it hits a big payout, and then the same thing on the way back. So it's not really profitable stopping in these cities, but it is causing them to grow. So we're definitely going to keep that moving. And like I said, that's one of our bigger lines as well. So those are our 3 cargo lines that are covering all of the cities that we have connected currently. If we take a look at the passenger lines, we have 3 of those as well. One is running from, let's see here, from Murba down to Normanville and back. One is running from Kulaba. It's running from Kulaba down to Bathurst and back, and then we have the main line, which is still the same. It's running all the way along the coast here. So that's all doing much, much better. As you can see, with 233 or 236 now million, we are profiting greatly. So I think I have everything straightened out as far as how these lines should be running. So on to what we want to build today. The only thing that we're missing right now is goods. And goods, we're going to need plastics and steel. So we're going to be working here in Bendemeer today. For steel, we are going to need iron and coal, which we have iron here, and we have coal here. And we have our cargo station there. So we're going to send those up to there. I hope this is profitable. But we're going to send them up to Bathurst. We're going to ship them out by train over to Dury Harbor. And then we're going to send them over by ship to Bendemeer. I think that's going to be profitable. So we're going to start there. So let's get this iron mine connected. A nice bridge in there. Yeah, I like the stone bridge better. Okay, do we have enough? We don't. I don't think we can put in any more cargo there. It was also mentioned in the comments a few episodes ago about these waypoints on the 4-lane roads and how you can change which lane the vehicle's using. So the reason the vehicle was trying to turn down here and make a U-turn is because it was set to use this right lane. And I used that, I believe, right here. On... not sure which line I had that on. Let's see here. I want to go in here. And I believe it's this line here. So this line comes up and stops, or it goes in this waypoint. So if I was to switch this, and it is, yeah, if I switch this over to 1, you see how it goes past and makes that U-turn and tries to go back in? If you switch it over to 2, then it'll use that turning lane and go directly in. So thank you so much for that comment as well. Okay, so how are we going to get this cargo dropped off? We can't put any more platforms on this. Let's throw it in here, I guess. Let's put it right there. And then we'll see that again with this line, right? That was the original line that we were messing with before. See if we can tell which line that is. I really wish I could just select a line here. If I could just double click on that, that would be really nice. It's this one. Turn that off just to make sure. Yes, it is. And then at this Bathurst waypoint 1, we want that to use the second line, and that should fix that. Alright, so that's really nice. Let's go ahead and extend this just a little bit. And that's where we're going to drop off our iron and coal. Okay, so new line. Let's go over there. I guess we'll make it kind of that color for iron. Yeah, kind of that color, I guess. This is going to be TBTR, iron delivery. Yeah, well, not ready for a new line yet. We want to grab our coal. Put in street access on this side. And that looks terrible. I'll clean that up at some point off camera. Okay, so let's get that line put in. Already have one. Go. Go from here to here. Let's use the other platform. The BTR cool delivery. Guess we'll make that gray since our oil lines are already black. Okay, so let's go over here and put in a port. Let's do a large one. We only need one terminal for now. We need to get that steel factory in range as well. Can we get all three? Is that not connected to the red? Yeah, see, that's not connected to the road there. So I'll put that back in. Does not want to grab it there. Okay, and then let's actually upgrade that to our medium street. Great, all that. If they want to build down there, they can go ahead. Okay, so let's see if we can grab it now. We can. Can we get all three? Yes. Can we get them from over here? Yes. Okay, so this one's going to need another platform. Let's go cargo. Large dock, landing. Okay, that was nice and easy. It's number 2. You're going to come over here. Oh, I guess we actually want to use number 1. Okay, and we're going to call this S for ship, and we're going to call it Fury Harbor. I'm not sure, what did we call this? What were the initials we gave Dury Harbor? DHR. So we're going to do, and we gave this one over here, BDR. Okay, so we're going to do S for ship, EBR, do BDR, and we're going to do cargo transfer, because there's going to be a bunch of stuff moving back and forth on this line. And we're going to make that the light blue for shipping. Okay, so that should hopefully get us started there. We're going to need to add a train line as well. So that's going to run from Dury Harbor. Actually, we don't need to add a train line because the train line that we have should already take care of it for us, except we don't have cars that can pick that up on that line. Interesting. So let's take a look at that. And let's manipulate these vehicles. And then we're probably going to be able to add at least another one. So these guys, at bulk, they're picking up oil and pond mats. Let's just go ahead and replace them. And let's take a look here. So we definitely want a lot of oil, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those. And then we want a lot of side steaks. That's 7 of those. So in here we have 9, 9, and 7, right? So that's 25 cars. We've used 14 so far. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, that can't be right now, can it? Because we're already at 292. I'm not using this. Wait, yes, I am using that because it has a huge incline over there. On the line that's all flat over on the other side, I'm just running the Mikado. Okay, so let's do 7 of those. Actually, let's do 6. And let's do 6 of those. Let's come up here. 6 of those. And then we need a gondola as well. 6 of those. So we still have some room. So let's add another tank car. 2 tank cars. Well, yeah, let's just stick with, well, we're at 328 meters. I was looking at the wrong number. I was looking over here at the capacity. So we're going to stick with that at 304. And we're going to replace all of those. Okay, yeah, so we're going to have a whole bunch of con mats building up over here, and we're going to have a whole bunch of oil sitting on the other side. So I think in a little bit after it runs for a while, we're going to be able to definitely add more trains to that line. Okay, so let's get this stuff moving. Let me go ahead and buy... We got all these new cars as well, but like this Ford model only carries 8. Those carry 9, I guess, but this one's already carrying 9. It does go a little bit faster, but I think I'm going to wait until the next set comes out. And let's get the state speed moving as well before we switch what we're using, though. So let's do 8 of those, and let's get that on the iron line. And let's get 8 of those. And let's put those on the cool line. Okay, so that should get everything in those connections up and running for us real quick. We have to add a boat, though, don't we? Yeah, let's go with the Schaffhausen. It carries 132 versus the Klondike that carries 110. Alright, so let's set that up here. We're probably going to get some oil, I guess, going back and forth from here as well. And that is this one here. Which it looks like I named wrong. DHR. EDR, right. Take a look at that guy. It's a nice looking ship. He's going to be running at a loss for a little while until we get some coal and iron over here. But I don't think the coal and iron would start unless we had that ship up and running. And is it starting? It doesn't look like it, huh? You know why? Because there is no cargo line connecting this port. That's probably a big deal, huh? Okay, so let's get that connected in. And let's go new line. Here to here. And we will call that TDHR cargo transfer. Green. Auto save. Cargo transfer, right? All right, now that should get us up and running. We might start having some planks dropped off here and sent down here as well. I also got rid of the line that was shipping the planks down to here. I deleted that line, and then I added this farm into the network as well to boost the food production here. And we got quite a bit of cargo sitting, so we can take a look here, maybe add a couple more vehicles. I'm only going to go like one at a time because, like I said, we were losing so much money. But these lines, I mean, this cargo station was pretty much empty at that time as well, so... That's the one I just added to, I believe. This one has nothing on it. This one... Have one more of those. That one I think is okay. Okay, there we are. That's what I was looking for. How can I tell which one's on which terminal? That's nice right there. So number 9 could be the TWPG cargo, right? That one has a whole bunch on it still, but... Alright, so anyway, I'll play with that a little bit more off camera, but we should have our iron starting to build up here. We do. We can definitely put more vehicles on here, and we're just going to double those. Go over and look at our coal. We got tons of coal there as well, so let's go ahead and double those guys. Okay, that should get that stuff moving nicely. Let's let's go ahead and upgrade this road. Pavement. Now, I'm not sure. I don't think that's going to do anything for our vehicles, but it might do something for these the cars that are traveling up and down there. And then it'll be ready for when we upgrade those vehicles in the future. So this as well we can take a look at. Let's go into... Where is it? Yeah, the traffic layer. As you can see, our traffic is not too bad anywhere, which that's a good thing. But I wanted to take a look at this road right here and see. We're going to turn off these traffic lights. So I want any of our cargo vehicles just straight moving. Everybody else can stop for them. I think I actually might want to take this to a large country road. And that's not going to work there, huh? Alright, so I'll fix that off camera. I'll just move that over a little bit, smooth this out, and then get the rest of that road put in. Do we have anything waiting here yet? We do. Iron and coal are starting to build up. Have we sent any out yet? Did you take any? You did. So there's our first load of iron and coal going out. I'm interested to see how this is going to work, and is it going to give enough of both? Because what it's going to do is it's going to pick up whatever has the most sitting here. So will enough of both get down there in order to ship over? Same thing here. Like this ship is going to pick up whatever has the most sitting at the harbor. So will it get enough of both materials over to here? Not sure. We're just going to have to wait and see. So we're going to call it an episode for today. I'm going to let this all run and sink in. Thank you so much for being here. If you could, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you again in the next episode.